Hey guys, Fanboy Prime here, and I've got another haul video for you guys. Got some comics and some toys. One toy in particular I am super stoked to own. I think it is one of the most fabulous pieces in my collection now, and I really cannot wait to complete it. Before we jump into the haul though, I want to thank everyone who liked and commented on my last video, the review slash my commentary slash my thoughts on Man of Steel #1. That was probably the most nervous I've ever been uploading a video. And I guess it's because I'm sharing my thoughts and my opinions on a book. Even though it was incredibly favorable towards the book. And even though that book is one that is universally looked favorably upon, it still was there was a little hesitation to release it. But I'm thankful for all you guys that, just the overwhelmingly positive comments you guys left me. Definitely will continue to do videos like that. Now, this first batch of books is from Half Price Books. First up is Action Comics #1 from the New 52. I originally owned this book, but I have no idea where it went. So I knew I needed to add another copy to the collection. It's not in the greatest of shape. There's some dings there. But once again, I'm a reader. I don't need it necessarily perfect. Not all my books have to be in perfect condition. Of course, there are some that I'm hunting, I want near mint. But this is just to continue to add to the Superman collection. Grant Morrison, definitely not one of my favorite writers. Very few things that he's written that I really can say I enjoyed. Next up, Superman #40. Dig this cover, just from that time period of what could you say, like the Grindhouse type films. Dig it. So yeah, this one had been sitting there for a while at the Half Price Books. I kind of passed on it a few times just because of the condition, and the other times I found more things that I wanted. But I decided to finally pull the trigger. It's a cool cover. Why not have it? Of course, it's beat up. But I think it being beat up, especially on the cover, adds to the aesthetic of that variant cover. It's Superman Annual #5. It's during the Bloodlines storyline that ran through the annuals. I wasn't going to buy these. The Bloodlines story never did anything for me. I was not a fan of how the aliens or the creatures looked. But it does have Cyborg Superman. These annuals were released during the time period when the Reign of Superman was going on. Not a tie-in to the Reign of Superman, but I figured I would get it. Being that completionist, as I like to call it. Action Comics Annual #5, 1993 cover date. Bloodlines Earthplague. Once again, not necessarily a huge fan. Even inside, not my favorite art. Not at all. But once again, the Last Son of Krypton appearance in here. So, yeah, just continuing that thought of let's get all the appearances from the Reign of the Superman characters. I was really excited to add this one. Picked it up for 30 cents at Half Price Books. Action Comics 541. This is a Marv Wolfman book. Yeah, Marv Wolfman. This is a split Superman storyline that I happened to catch someone's blog post. Man, and if I'm able to find it, I'll link it in the description. They were talking about this storyline, and I thought, man, that sounds awesome. I'll check it out. This is from March 1983. So yeah, definitely. I don't go out of my way to find pre-crisis Action Comics, but this is one story that I am trying to look for. I generally like Marv Wolfman's work, so. Justice League America #34. This is an Adam Hughes cover. I have one of these in my collection already, but it has one of those 50-cent half-price books stickers on there. So this is to replace that one. Action Comics 778, another Wolfman book. This is from the Infestation storyline, part 4 of 4. And lastly, and against my better judgment, I picked up a relatively new book, Dark Crisis #1. I have heard nothing good about this storyline. So yeah, like I said, against my better judgment, went ahead and got it. I'm not reading current books, but I mean, I'm still a DC fanboy, so I kind of want to pay attention to still what's going on in the universe. Next up, this is a single book I ordered off eBay, Catwoman 44. This was on one of my video shorts of the books I'm on the hunt for. So now, I believe there's only one more Catwoman. I think I actually owned one of the books I said I was on the hunt for. I forgot I had picked it up pre-YouTube, so I would have never made a video of it. So definitely excited about owning this book. And this next batch of books I got off eBay. This literally came in the mail today. So first up is Breach #2. Now all these books were also on my video shorts, the hunt books that I'm looking for. So it was good to knock out a bunch of those. Next up is Breach #5. Breach #6. And this is the book I want to upgrade. This is Breach #11. It being an all-white cover, it's kind of hard to find, I guess, some pristine copies. But this one's beat up. But once again, I want this one to read. I would like to get a nicer copy of it because I do like this cover. Hawkman #33. Hawkman #34. And Hawkman #35. I'm a huge Hawkman fan, especially this volume of it. Began with Jeff Johns on it, I believe, for the first 25 issues. I think there were some fill-in writers, and then Palmiotti and Gray took over as the writing duties. Really, really enjoyed Hawkman during this time period. This is what began my love for the Hawkman character. So that completes the comic haul. Picked up this toy yesterday. The McFarlane Toys, retro style, I guess, Superpowers toys. Darkseid done in his new 52 look. I love it. Really, really dig it. This is one I may buy a second one because I want to open it. I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's a cool toy. Once again, the packaging, everything for $10. I don't think you can beat it. I did see the Supermobile today, but $30 was out of my price range. Looks cool. I think I would more so buy the Batwing. The Supermobile, I have no comics with it. I have no tie to it, but the Batwing is a pretty famous Batman vehicle. Next up, kind of a funny story with this. So my wife messaged me or sent me a text message and sent me a picture or a screenshot. She said, hey, that Masters of the WWE Universe Kane is on Walmart.com for cheap. I think it was $5.38. And usually when she texts me something like that, she's hoping that I'll buy it for her. But I kind of played it off, you know. I wanted to surprise her. And so I said I would order 2. Well, I told myself I would order 2. I wanted to surprise her once again. One that she could open and one that she could leave closed, just because I think Kane is a really, really cool character. And I really like this toy. I like the style of toy that the Masters of the WWE Universe were. So, got these 2 in the mail. Little did I know that she would also order one, a separate order. so because of my lack of communication, we wound up with 3 Kanes from the Masters of the WWE Universe line. Good times, good times. But yeah, we'll be opening one of these soon. Once again, we're still dealing with the fallout from the leak. Should be ending soon. Got some guys over. Put some finishing touches on the ceiling of it in the collection room. So once again, I still have stuff everywhere. And that's why those comics weren't bagged and boarded yet, because I'm either out of bags and boards, I only have old bags and boards, which I misplaced, or my bags and boards are in one of my short boxes, and I have to figure out which one it is. And last up, this is the Transformers Legacy Motormaster. I absolutely love this toy. I opened it up because one thing I always am a fan of is combiners. Whether that was Voltron, whether that was the Power Rangers and their Zords forming the Megazord, give me combiners and I will be a little kid again. And so I opened them up. I only have Motormaster so far, and I have Dragstrip waiting on the other three to release so I can fully complete Menasor, the combined form. But this one's different. You know, normally the combiners, you take one character and then you add the other toys, the other 4 toys. You know, two of them are arms, 2 of them are legs. This time they did it a little differently, where the cab transforms into the robot proper, whereas the old toy, the cab and the trailer transform to form your smaller robot, and then the other robots would combine with that figure to form Menasor. Now the way they've done it now is the cab and the trailer separate. The trailer can become like a little battle station. I don't really care for that mode. I haven't even transformed it to that yet. But the cab will form your Motormaster character, which is, man, he looks like the cartoon Motormaster. I think it's great. The Generation 1 cartoon, this toy, man, like splitting image of it, it's great. And then this time the cab combines with the trailer to form the, I guess you can say, the frame of Menasor, and then you can add the other characters. One will clip onto the arm to give him a full arm, another one on the other arm, and then two on the bottom legs. You can kind of see how that goes to fully flesh out the character, which is quite impressive. I love this toy. As you guys can see, it is a work of art. Definitely looking forward to completing him, getting the 3 missing pieces. I really love this. I'm not going to show him in his other forms. I just really, more than likely, will display him as Menasor just because it's so awesome. Of course, I'll take him apart and play with it. But yeah, I really dig this toy. I know its price point is ridiculous. My days of collecting Transformers is beginning to come to a close just because the price point, they're pricing me out of it. I will probably pick up combiners if there are more in the future, but I'm really going to be more selective with what I buy. Well, guys, that wraps this up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the books I picked up, what you think about Menasor, just the Transformers Legacy line as it is, Kane, and Darkseid. Let me know what you guys think. I'm always digging when you guys have comments, and just love interacting with you guys. I'm out of here.